Educational psychologists, a branch of psychologists that study children in an educational setting and is concerned with teaching and learning methods, cognitive development, and aptitude assessment. A term referring to psychology in an educational setting primarily in schools but also in instructional and training programs in industrial and social institutions. Ito yung mga pag-aaral sa pang-edukasyon ngunit hindi nila programa ang pagtuturo ng mga pang-industrial or pang-social institution. It is sometimes referred to as an applied files, that is one in which the objective is to solve immediate sa problem. Ito yung field or isang problema sa education psychology na hindi na natutugunan or nasusolusyonan. Socrates, Plato show great interest in educate in the viewpoint of developmental psychologists. True wisdom come to each of us when we realize how little we understand about life, ourselves, and the world around us. Socrates and Plato is interest in educate to viewpoint of developmental, and to true wisdom come to each of you with we realize how little we understand about life. Quintilian's Roman views bad effect of the corporal punishment. Quintilian's is the bad effect or corporal punishment. Erasmus and Rotterdam agrees with Quintilianus. Comenius to respect the children individual. Comenius is respect to the child, and lack the child has natural inclination and interest, but to take into account the sinful nature for the man. Ignorance is the root and stem of all evil. Yung children, na-adapt na yung ignorance or yung pagiging ugali ng isang tao. Jean-Jacques Rousseau, The Natural Goodness of Human. Ito yung mabuting pag-uugali ng isang tao or isang kabutiang asal. Orthodoxy, man is a igito, strive for goodness, and if he is willed, it's because the path of goodness has been close to him. Ito yung isang tao na gusto niyang magbago o gumawa ng mabuti at makawala sa isang kamalihang na kanyang nagawa. Alfred Bennett developed first test battery in 1895 and used the term mental. Ito yung una na paggawa nila ng test battery in 1995 to develop the test battery, and ginamit nilang salita is mental aids. Why is special education? Special education is alternative instruction, support, and service provided for students who have academic, behavioral, health, physical, or another unique needs beyond those made by the traditional educational technique. Binibigay nila sa mga special education, binibigyan nila ng suporta or instruction, service for the student sa kanilang mga academic or behavioral para sa mga health nila. Importance of the special education for a special child. With the advent to modernization, the trends and the technology have changed, but the way of thinking of people is still remain the same. Society often neglects the children and the people that have same kinds of learning disability. Due to this, most of the time they receive negative feedback from their school and could not be able to develop any kinds of positive attitude to have outside of the world. The modernization and trends and the technology have changed, but the way of thinking of people is still remain the same. And yung mga paggamit natin ng mga modern na teknolohiya, yung mga estudyante nakakatanggap sila ng mga negative feedback from the school or the able to develop kinds of positive Individual learning, the personal growth and development of the special children. It is important for all of them receive proper education. The disability case called include emotion and mental, physical, or development. Bawat individual, kailangan natin na ang education. Importance for all of them to receive proper education. Sa lahat ng mga tao sa bawat individual is importance is the knowledge for the education. One, to meet the requirements of the students, proper and well-maintained should be structure which can be faster or slower according to the needs of the student. Dapat matugunan ang mga pangangailangan ng mga mag-aaral. So, well-maintained should be instruction which can be faster or lower according to the needs the student. Number 2, the educators of the special education should have well-determined education so that they can individually educate each student before the proper according of the information, repeated trial and opportunity should be given to them. To all of educators is proper the information or repeat trials for the student hanggang sa makamit nila ang kanilang mga opportunity. Number 3, tutors should use unique aids and tools for teaching students with special need. Dapat ang mga tutor binibigyan nila ng tools or gamit ang mga kanilang estudyante para alam nila yung gagawin nila or dapat binibigay nila ang needs ng student. Number 4, patience and tolerance is means to be the most important key in the classroom of special education. Importance of special education for teachers. Teachers play a critical role in the development of children. As excellence, teacher can serve as an inspirational and encouraging role model for a child long after the classroom year is over. This is especially true when it comes to special education. Teachers who work with children dealing with deserve challenging and needs. Ang isang pagiging teacher ay importante kasi isa siyang inspiration and encouraging role model for a child long after the classroom. Siya yung nagtuturo sa mga estudyante or nagbibigay aral or isa siyang modelo. Number 1, organization. One of the core skills that will help a teacher every day in the classroom is the ability to be highly organized. The confidence of children should stem from the structure of an orderly atmosphere provided by the teacher. Focus on the physical environment effects. Teachers organize a safe classroom environment. They strategically place furniture, learning center, and materials in order to optimize students' learning and reduce distraction. Number 2, creativity. Everyone has a different learning style. The best teachers are able to adapt their lessons in creative ways to highlight the learning strength of each individual children. Is the act of turning new and imaginative ideas into reality creativity. 3, highlight intuitive. Some children may find difficult in properly expressing what they are feeling through their communication skill. Number 4, calming the nature. The intensity of the classroom environment may also create stress. This is often magnified in a special education classroom where children may have dealing with the behavioral and learning issues. Calming nature is yung magbibigay ng create stress sa mga mag-aaral or yung children may be dealing with behavioral and learning issues. Number 5, detail-oriented. One specific aspect of being a well-organized teacher is having the ability to pay close attention to detail. Magbibigay lang detalye all information teacher is having the ability to pay close attention to detail. Deadline-oriented sticking to a clear schedule help children stay clear by the creative expectation through a deadline routine. Number 7, adaptability. Teachers must be adaptable as you never know that might happen in the classroom. Adaptability has been highlighted as essential for the teachers give the constantly changing demands of teaching work. Number 8, even-tempered all classroom environments can be stressful and is often heightened in special education settings where different learning situations in children may take place. Tempered to make more tempered acceptable or suitable by adding something else. Moderate tempered his criticism with kindly sympathy. Number 9, good sense of humor. A great special education teacher should be able to recognize the appropriate times to have a good laugh and help shift the atmosphere of the classroom to a more cheerful one. Person's ability to perceive humor and appreciate a joke when you're asking someone to do something for you just to keep you happy. Number 10, true love of children. The top 9 trends on this list are all very important for a special education teacher to have, however, none are as important as having true love of children. True love is very important. True love is respect, care, and tell the truths and helping the children and develop the lovability. The Education for All Handicapped Children Act 1975, sometimes referred to use the acronym IACA or IHA or Public Law PL 94 to 142 was enacted by the United States Congress in 1975. This act required all public schools accepting federal funds to provide equal access to education for children with physical and mental disabilities. Educational for all is required all public schools and accept federal funds to provide equal access to education for children. An educational plan which parents embed that would emulate as closely as possible the educational experience of non-disabled students. The Act was an amendment to Part B of the Education of the Handicapped Act enacted in 1966. The Act also required that the school district provide administrative procedures to the parents of disabled children school dispute decision make about the children's education.